House will come to order.
Virginia Governor Ralph Northam called the General Assembly into a special session on August 30th. They were there to redraw district lines of the Virginia House of Delegates. The U.S. Supreme Court recently found 11 of Virginia's districts unconstitutional. Now the General Assembly is working on a deadline to fix the gerrymandering issue. Republican Delegate C. Todd Gilbert of the 15th District represents Shenandoah and Page counties. Gilbert told the General Assembly Democrats are not focusing on a complete solution.
To say that the current position taken by our Democratic colleagues is hypocritical is an understatement. And to say that it does not do what they represented that it does is absolutely factual.
Democrats have introduced 87 redistricting reform bills on one form or another. So we would not have a partisan process. In comparison, Republicans introduced only 3. We are dealing with the hand that we've been dealt. The court on June 26th found these districts to be unconstitutional, 11 of them. 72 days had passed. 72 before the Republicans would do anything. So the court had to issue another order and said, what are you going to do? What is your intent? There's complete silence over on the other side of the aisle. Nothing. It took a court order to say to you all, what are you going to do? There were no hearings scheduled, nothing. So yes, we took it upon ourselves to start moving because something needed to be done. And perhaps, Mr. Speaker, the attitude over there is nice and coined in the quote that was provided to the press by one of the members over there, and I'm not going to call out the way that some of our members have been called out, but it was a member over there who said this. Again, what the citizens have to remember is that we lived in the lines for 8 years. There are only 2 more years until we have to do something anyway. That's the sentiment over there. So before you cast a stone over here, check yourself, please. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
That was Virginia Democratic Delegate Charnel Herring, and her sentiments are shared among other Democrat delegates. Alfonso Lopez is the Arlington and Fairfax delegate. Lopez is also the House Democratic whip.
Well, it's about time. Basically, we've had four elections with basically district lines that are, according to the U.S. Federal District Court and under the rules set down by the U.S. Supreme Court, racially unconstitutional. Basically, racial packing has happened at 55%. It's high time that we make these lines fair. And it's high time also that we have nonpartisan independent redistricting in Virginia. And what I felt, I'd say that we've put forward 87 bills to address common sense, fair redistricting in the Commonwealth of Virginia in the last 10 years. And every single one of those bills has been defeated in subcommittee, never seen the light of day.
I think that it's a process. This begins a process that the court has ordered us to do, and I think that today's effort was an attempt to address the court's order.
Dolores McQuinn is the Democratic delegate for the 70th House District. It covers northern Chesterfield, part of the city of Richmond, and eastern Henrico.
We are moving forward. We'll come back and be scrutinized and go to P&E, be looked upon, and then there'll be some, hopefully, other recommendations, and we'll move forward. And the debate has just started, so there will be a continual debate, and hopefully that the product is perfected because of the constant or the attention that's given to this particular issue.
Jennifer Carroll Foy is the Democratic delegate for the 2nd District, Prince William and Stafford. Foy says the fact that a court order had been issued and Governor Northam having to call the special session, well, it's embarrassing. But she says she's elated to see the issue resolved.
I knew that it was something that the court had ordered us to do, and it was really troublesome that they made the ruling that Virginia has 11 districts that are racially gerrymandered. So that is very offensive. It goes against our democratic principles and the process. I was really excited when I heard that we were coming back down to Richmond in order to basically negotiate and to figure out a way to have more just redistricting for our upcoming elections.
Rosalind Tyler is the Democratic delegate for the 75th District. It has 8 counties and 2 cities in rural Southside Virginia. Her home district is in Sussex County.
The debate that you heard on the floor this afternoon was a presentation of a resolution or new district maps that were introduced by the Democratic Party that the court ordered. We started the process by beginning to draw maps that's going to be fair and equitable. But again, these aren't the final conclusions.
Elizabeth Guzman is the Democratic delegate for the 31st District. It covers part of Prince William and Faulkner counties.
As a legislator, I think about the people that I represent, and that's what we think we should be focusing on. Right now, this is not a party issue. This is about fair representation.
Guzman says she has no problem of a nonpartisan group drawing the district lines.
I will definitely support independent representation so we can avoid things at what just happened today, or what the Republicans want, what the Democrats want. We want an organization that could advocate for Virginians, because that's what we're here for.
The fact that the courts have to force us to do the right thing, to have fair maps in Virginia, it's a little upsetting. And it's about time we took care of it.
The House Democratic whip says now is the time for the legislators to reason with one another.
We, as a General Assembly, need to take care of this. We should have taken care of it when it first got done in 2011, and it needs to happen. Even though it's late, even we've gone through 4 entire election cycles, one more election cycle without addressing these unfair maps, it's too much time.
When you talk about the maps and the drawing of the lines, when it's unconstitutional, you want everyone to have equal representation. And when the court gives you orders, you want to start the process. And so that's important, and the fairness of it. Trying to be not just a Republican district or a Democratic district, but so the district can elect the people of choice.
McQuinn says soon the General Assembly will have help in handling unresolved issues.
In the future, we'll have a bipartisan, a group who would determine these things, and it would not be incumbent upon legislators to do this. Right now, it is there. The ball is in our court. We've got to do it. Both sides have to come to a point and to a place where they're making a recommendation that the citizens will be satisfied about.
In the interest of fairness, I requested interviews from several Republican delegates who all declined comments. In Richmond, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.